Welcome to another Thursday Workday video, except we're doing this on Tuesday until I finish the play. And we have a lot of big projects today, one of which was taking out all that nasturtium, which got hit with aphids. You saw that in the beginning. And he's got that cleaned out, and now we're working on a project in the back corner, which you'll see. We're going to pot some strawberries in these hanging pots and find a place in the pine tree to put them up. But first, I wanted to give a shout out to my new subscribers far away. I have new subscribers in Jordan, Malaysia, and more subscribers in the Philippines. I love you guys and gals. And a new subscriber in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. I really appreciate all of my faraway fans watching this channel and supporting this channel and sharing it with your friends. And since I'm on the subject, go ahead and hit that like button before you've even seen the video, because you know I promise to give you a quality video from start to finish. I don't drop off at the end. Also, I want to read a letter from a new subscriber, a new major fan. He's 13 years old and he's growing tropical fruit trees in Pennsylvania. And I'll be reading that letter as you see some of the images of our workday today. And I'm going to show you my recipe for my potting mix, my plant mix that I use in my containers. A subscriber had asked for that, and I've never done a specific video on that, so I'm going to try to include that today. So stick around. I've never had aphids this bad attack those. That's really gross. This should have come out. This is wild arugula, and it doesn't look very good. Oy. These are absolutely covered in aphids. This is garlic, and you can tell it's not ready to come out, so, oh boy. One of the jobs Eric is going to do is clean up the last of the wood chips, put these in garbage bags, and clean this whole corner out. I'm going to put down rock here, and hopefully that will discourage the raccoons from using this as their bathroom. I promise you we will not hurt your nest or your babies. She's worried about us. I'm so impressed when young people write me and tell me that I've inspired them in some way. Because, you know, I'm not exactly their age group. Hi Kay, my name is Jack, and I'm only 13 and live in Pennsylvania, and I'm very interested in growing my own food in my mini outdoor orchard, vegetable garden, and potted plant paradise. I especially love to grow tropical fruit trees. Yes, tropical fruit trees that I take into my house for the winter in Zone 6. A year and a half ago, I bought my first fruit tree, a lime tree. I was hooked. I think he got that expression from me. And I have expanded my collection. I have a coffee tree, mango tree, pineapple plant, just to name a few. I know that you live in Southern California, where I want to live so badly when I grow up, to grow tropical fruit trees. And I know you have citrus trees and guava trees. But I think with your weather being such a gift, you should have a potted tropical fruit tree, just like I do. But one of the best things that you have that I don't have is year-round heat. So you don't have to drag the plants inside for winter, which is true. And I don't have room inside anyway. I would love, love, love if you could plant an ultra-tropical fruit tree in a pot or in the ground, and I am sure that a lot of other people will be too. I also take a lot of your advice and apply it in my garden. It is so, so helpful. I hope you see this comment and would love to see it mentioned in a video. Happy gardening. Well, there it is in full, Jack. He wrote every word of that, and he's 13 years old. And nothing could make me happier than to share his letter with you. Where I would put another potted tropical fruit tree, I don't know, but I'll give it a try. Eric is working on his knees because there's a hummingbird nesting about 6 feet from him, and she's very, very nervous. So we are going to just do half of this project today. Okay, here we have our black lava rock. I don't want to see any dirt.
See, raccoon don't like the rock.
Good. I hope you're right. Right now I have a pair of monarchs that are flying around my garden. Oh, I hope you saw that. It went right in front of the camera. And they're mating, and I have a couple of brown towhees, birds that are all around, hanging out together. And I have a hummingbird nesting in the back in residence. I also have hummingbirds in the front. And there's my cat. Oh, this garden is just full of wildlife today. Linden, come here. Our next project is this bed, which I grow potatoes in the winter and beans in the summer. And Eric has already cleaned it out. We just put the wire on there to keep the raccoons from digging. But all these sprouts came up, and because the sprouts of borage look very similar to the sprouts of winter squash, I'm just going to have him scoop these out, pop these into these little containers, and preserve them. And if they turn out to be borage, I may or may not keep them. But if they turn out to be winter squash, then we'll pot them properly. Now, you don't have to do every one, but let's do most of them. Here, we can put this here. We're going to see what they turn out to be, and we're going to get this seeded. We're going to add soil, fertilizer, coffee grounds for some organic matter, and get this seeded real fast. And there you go. Smells good. Just be careful of the irrigation. I want 3 rows.
3?
Yeah, so 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. These are actually black turtle beans that I grew in 2016. They're gorgeous. So I'll be using those. We did it last year. Maybe it was the year before. I can't remember. They're going in the same direction, so let me turn this on this way. Spread those two out. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Good. We're done. We're done with that. Okay, Eric is getting set up to make up some potting mix for me, and I'm going to show you the ingredients. But first I wanted to preface it by saying when I first started gardening, I joined a Growing Vegetables in California Facebook group. We just had 20-something members, and we learned a lot from each other. And one of the members, Josh Green, was really knowledgeable about growing peppers. And he got me started on being a pepperhead. And I basically stole his potting mix recipe, which was about a third perlite, a third fine orchid bark, passed through a 1/2-inch screen, and a third soil. We're going to do our measurements just for the purposes of this demonstration in 2-gallon buckets. And this was basically Josh's recipe, and to that he would add agricultural lime and slow release plant food. So to that I've added azomite minerals. One more thing, what we are potting up presently are those strawberries in those hanging baskets. So berries love acid, and I'm using an acid fertilizer for this particular job. This is actually weed barrier, and I'm going to cut it in half and put it in the bottom of each one of these hanging baskets because they have a tendency to, the water just goes straight through them, and strawberries need a lot of water. Now I picked up 4 of these 4-inch pots of Tristan strawberries. They're ever-bearing that have the pink flowers, and I thought I had 4 baskets. I only have 2, so I'm going to put 2 in each one. You can always divide it later if they get too crowded.
This is the perfect size. Oh.
What the orchid bark does is it helps with drainage and leaves a lot of air in the pot for the roots. Okay, what I have here is azomite minerals. This is agricultural lime. This is a slow release organic plant food that has an acid, more acid. And this is biochar. And this is a fine diatomaceous earth, and that will also help to keep moisture in the soil. And this is neem seed meal, which is good for plant roots in a lot of different ways. So this is what's going into my mix today. Here. Oops. So I think an equal portion of perlite and soil is too much perlite. So we're going to reduce that by half. So 1 gallon of perlite per 2 gallons of soil and 2 gallons or 3 gallons even of the orchid bark. You'll find what works for you and what you like. But now we're going to add the amendments. too.
Two. One
Yeah.
more. One more.
Start here. With strawberries, it's great to have a basket where they hang over the side. And we might find some mulch to put on the top too. No, that's enough. Good enough. Third.
Okay.
Okay, one.
This is number one.
Number one.
Can you put temporary?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
These are different styles. They only had. Let's see which one we like better.
Okay. Right. Here.
Yep.
Okay.
Beautiful. Okay, let's go see if we can find a place to hang them up. Not bad.
No, it's just two. Good.
Eric is going to fill up all the oyas and clean up, and we're done.
Yes, organize it.
Organize everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to have a cup of tea.
Cup of tea for you.
Yeah, I need it. Thank you so much for watching this channel and liking my videos, and I'll see you in the next one.